Well, there's the Welcome to Nashville sign. We still haven't gotten out of the airport though. This is a long airport. We're down at the very far back of the transportation hub, and they put the public transportation one all the way at the back. You gotta find this one. Follow the signs to the buses and then find the WeGo, and it's all the way at the back. Yeah, number 18 will take you into downtown. That's where we're going. And we downloaded the app ahead of time. So we're just gonna sit on this bench now. Well, we got on the bus. The initial charge was $2 for the bus, and we're going to take about a 40-minute ride into downtown, and there are not many people on the bus so far, so we'll see how it goes. Outside of downtown Nashville, there was a lot of space. Only in the center of downtown Nashville does it start to get congested. Well, after taking the bus into Central Station, we walked up the hill to go visit the Capitol building. I thought the building was beautiful, but Denise was having some problems with some of Tennessee's more famous residents.
That is Andrew, the awful Jackson.
I guess you're not a fan of him?
No.
It says here's the commander of victorious American forces at the Battle of New Orleans.
I'm President of the United States, responsible for multiple genocides.
7th President of the United States.
Genocidal President of the United States, that would be the one.
Okay. Not a fan.
Okay.
This is actually the burial of James Knox Polk, President of the United States. It says the mortal remains of James Knox Polk are resting in the vault beneath. He was born in Mecklenburg County, North Carolina, and lived in South Samuel Polk. We're now in the Tennessee State Capitol building, and we're gonna go look around and see what there is. Lots of portraits of governors. Let's go see what's over here. Is this the governor's office? Probably. Yep. This is the Senate Lounge. I really liked its twisting iron stairs. We are now leaving the state capitol, and that was a little bit rough for Denise. Not exactly her favorite folk heroes.
Well, okay, so Tennessee has Andrew Jackson, a genocide leader-in-chief. Andrew Johnson followed Lincoln and ended Reconstruction, most corrupt president, one of the most corrupt presidents of all time. And then James K. Polk, who I have a special teeny tiny place in my heart for denying the members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints any help from the federal government in the mid-40s. So three
But
presidents.
they did have Davy Crockett in there.
They do have Davy Crockett, and Tennessee also gets props because Tennessee was the state that ratified the 19th Amendment, Women's Suffrage Amendment. Because of Tennessee, they were the state that tipped it over and made that amendment, an official part of the Constitution.
I thought it was a cool state capital. But
it's a way cool state capital, for sure.
Yeah.
No.
You should totally go visit, even if it has some rough history there.
Every state has a combination of villains and heroes, for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly.
California, we've got Nixon. What are we saying?
Yeah, we got Nixon. Okay, sounds good. Okay, we're going to go find something to eat now. Walking down 4th Avenue, and there's Printer's Alley down there. And just walking across on Church Street, I guess. We are coming up on the Ryman Auditorium. The Ryman Auditorium, for many decades here, was the original Grand Ole Opry, and now it's still home to lots of cool concerts.
Yeah, they still do a lesser
Yeah, you can still go tour the Ryman, and it's still.
They do like more classic opera acts.
Yeah.
You know.
And I believe the back part is the Music Country Hall of Fame.
Probably.
We're coming up into Broadway. This is the main area of
The main
touristy area of Nashville, and we're gonna go try to find something to eat. Touristy to eat. Lots of touristy people here. It's noisy. Lots of people partying here. Walking down Broadway in Nashville is exciting, but it can be a little bit overwhelming and a bit confusing. Lots of people and live bands everywhere all day long. It's only like, what, 1 o'clock in the afternoon? Almost 2.
But the live music started, man, so whatever started,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
This is Tootsie's. This little cafe was well known for being a hangout space for a lot of new country stars in the 70s and 80s. I guess, I don't know. Just across the street from Nashville Auditorium is the Country Legends Corner. This mural depicts some of country's greatest legends that have all played on Broadway in Nashville. We're here over at HattieB's, known for their chicken. We're gonna try the chicken out. The line for HattieB's was a bit long, but it moved quickly. Basically, you have to pick out how spicy you want your chicken, and then you have to pick out what kind of sides you want. Once you make your order, you will get a number, and then you need to find a table, and they will bring you your food. We decided to get Southern style, which is no spice, and medium, which is just above being comfortable. But the chicken did live up to its name. Crunchy, but still very tender. I hope they franchise that out one day to California. Hank Williams? Who's it? Who's it up?
Just generic musicians.
I think it's Hank Williams. Tennessee is home to the flagship Cane store, but I still prefer HattieB's. What's a little tiny of the building?
Yeah, the Hard Rock.
Yeah, that's a Hard Rock, very tiny Hard Rock.
Yeah, I guess, well, it's a little bigger than I gave credit for. It's over here. That's why. That's like their gift shop or something.
Yeah.
In the movie. Oh, look at the
Yep.
at the crossbox.
Yep, they're piano keys. Because we're at the dueling pianos.
Second, I gotta stop and take a picture.
Sure. Those are cool ruined buildings that they're putting back together. We found these very interesting ruins. My map said that they were called the Quarters and the building was from the 1800s. Okay. But then I noticed some strange things about the building, and so we had to find out more about them. Yeah. The Quarters. It says it's as old as 1887. This looks like it's been used for other things. They had an HVAC system in there, but it looks like it fell down. Yeah. Now rebuilding. Just summarize what happened here.
On Christmas Day 2020, this man, I'm not going to dignify by saying his name, detonated an RV bomb, killing himself, injuring 8 others, knocking out telecommunications. And here on 2nd Street, in between Church and Commerce Street.
We're in room 115. Our hotel that night was the Knights Inn, which is just on the edge of downtown across from the river. You save yourself a lot of money by going across the river in Nashville. And I booked, but that looks smaller than a queen. Looks like a double or a full maybe.
Yeah.
Got a refrigerator. We got a TV. We got a decent bathroom. For the price, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're on the back side, well, the front side of Nissan Stadium, home of the Tennessee Titans. We're going to do our 5K race pickup over here. So that's why we're walking over here. This is going to be the start of our race tomorrow. Well, I made it along the riverfront here, and if I turn around, you can see the bridge. Over there is the bridge that goes into downtown, and thank you. And now we're along the Riverwalk. Looks like there used to be, or maybe there is still trains coming through here. I don't know. But again, there's the backside of the stadium as we walk up for our pickup, which is on the other side of the stadium. You can see we're getting close to the race tents here. And there's Broadway over there and the Hard Rock Cafe and the Bridge building. There's a name for you. Very innovative, that building name. The Bridge building. The AT&T building to me totally looks like the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saint temple. But it's not. I think it's supposed to be like a turntable up there, like a record table, but it looks like a temple to me. Denise took us to a bus to get to a grocery store, and we ran into like a very bohemian neighborhood here in Shelby neighborhood. If you're looking on a map for groceries, etc., that place doesn't exist.
No, we went where it says it was, and it was not there. There were two little cute boutique stores.
I think we almost converted religions for a second there.
No, there was no, whatever. You're being ridiculous. But the grocery store that the map said was not there. And there was no changing of religion involved.
There was a church there.
Across the street, not where the grocery store was.
Yeah, no, but, there was no grocery store.
Not where the map said the grocery store was.
Yeah.
No, there's a parking lot where the map said the grocery store was.
So we're just going to walk this neighborhood now, and we have no idea where we're at. Eventually, we found a grocery store. Truth is, I wasn't so hungry because we had so much chicken earlier. But we took our groceries and we went back to the hotel. Thank you for watching. Come back as we will be making more videos about Nashville, Tennessee. Building bridge. Yeah, for me, I would probably cross over there.